Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to the sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now it's Darnold. And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Darnold completes it, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Todd Gurley.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 24.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Darnold from the gun. He's got this one completed to Mims. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. On 4th down, rookie Braden. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Well, the fake punt gets only a yard, but that's enough to pick up the 1st. Wow, what a gutsy call. If you're the defense, opening drive, you just got the stopper, at least you think, and then boom, right back on the field for more.
it had the feel of something that they had planned for all week long. Hey, first drive of the game, let's be aggressive, let's go get them. And now defensively, they've got to be writing notes to themselves in practice because that was really unexpected.
2nd and 6.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Faking the give, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sam Darnold.
And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
Boy, did they ever. And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Ready? Here we go. No.
Off of play action, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down the middle. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd down and 20.
2nd and 20. And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That
Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
42 the mic, 42 the mic. All right, T, let's
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Jets field goal. A 60-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bless on Austin. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
30-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Running with the fullback, Alex Arba. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Number 20.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
36, 36. Mike's watch the pass. Watch the pass.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you. Time. 42, man, 42. Stay with your man. Titans Ringo. Titans on Ringo.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Check 37. Hey, watch it, watch it.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike spoke both. I'm coming for you. You mine. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. It's our time. It's our time. Switch. Man, 80. Check safety. Check safety.
Now they try the right side here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Last year's rushing leader among rookies, this is Josh Jacobs. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Jabari Zuniga with the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
So So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Carr now to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Good. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Down the middle and complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, Carr. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jabari Zuniga in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Number 10. Touchdown.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
at the 44.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10.
Throwing again. Carr. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Carr's pass.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Darren Waller. Touchdown.
Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Jets 9. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Play 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grade.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They'll take over.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Carr. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal.
25 yards that time. Carr going to throw, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Carlson on for the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Jets 9. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1-yard line.
On first down, Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Jets 9. Daniel Carlson.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
For the encore, if you know, you know.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley.
Todd Gurley, the ball.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the 35 on second down, Darnold. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Throw complete to Herndon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down.
3 at the 18-yard line.
Now Darnold. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Maurice Hurst picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Jets on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a draw play for Gurley. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Darnold down to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. He's at the 40, the 20. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Las Vegas.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
5-yard line.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Malik Collins in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On the handoff, it's Gurley. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Jets on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Darnold from the gun. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
On the play.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Play action. It's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, it's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
Throwing again is Darnold. Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a much more productive all-around. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Number 24. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
That's good.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48.
48-yard attempt.
And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.